Witajcie w trzecim odcinku Alan Wake. Tak, moi drodzy. Alan Wake Remastered. Kontynuuj grę.
Hey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
We have two of these New York flashback scenes in the game, and actually we almost cut them out. And I'm very glad that we were able to keep them in because they are very important to the story that we're telling here. These are the days when the Wakes were actually happy. And we spent so much of the game in danger and in darkness, running around with guns blazing. And also, when we see Wake and Alice together, most of the time they're arguing or at least they're not being very happy. But these are the days when they were both very, very happy together, and these are the days they long for. In the second flashback sequence, towards the end of the game, you can see the cracks there. They aren't really doing very well anymore. But right now, this one, it was good.
Powinno być dobrze, ale nie jestem pewny. Spadaj. Alan Wake, trwał... o... czas... Czasy... Punkt... raczej return do samego. Fajne ma pistolety. Podwójne. Mi się skojarzyły z Maxem Payne'em. Eksplorujmy.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it up.
Espresso.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
O, teraz powinno być dobrze. Nie patrz, co się stało? Nie wiem, co się stało, ale chyba się dobrze. Wszystko się nagrywa? Tak, wszystko się nagrywa. Myślałem, że jeszcze nie nagrywa, ale się nagrywa, dobra.
Oh, hey,
Why
I
not
just finished
English?
those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Fajne w ogóle są tutaj te zdjęcia. Będę starał się nic nie mówić, jak on mówi, więc...
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan?
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Hi. Okay.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Jak romantycznie. Przy świecach. Bardzo fajnie. przyjeżdżała? Co takie mam wrażenie? Trinkwal. O, dziś. Jest.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you could believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of the year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Niezła ryba. Co to jeszcze porozejrzyjmy.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corner.
Okej. Więc chodźmy do szeryfa. O, coś tutaj było. Czytam. Czy widziałeś tego człowieka? Zaginął 20... 20 czerwca w 2007 roku znaki szczególne profesjonalny zwycięzca konkursów. O matko, zaginieli. Okej, o matko. Muszę się zastosować i przeczytać. A my idziemy dalej. Nie mam największego pistoletu, bo taki
Mr.
normalny.
Lake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Bo taki normalny mam.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
There's no sign of him. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the one. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stuck was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over. No, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really trashed the garage. Over. Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Things out.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
In many small towns, life is peaceful and not that much happens that really requires police intervention. Such is the case with Bright Falls also. And the sheriff's station is really a friendly, almost cozy place. Indeed, the jail cells are more often used to sober people up than holding anyone for a longer period of time.
Zrób zbliżenie. Okej, muszę się... Aha, tu. Okej, dobrze, już na to, że śpią.
Alice's driver's license had been placed in the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Pytanie, jak cię widzi? To przekonanie. O ile cię wypuści z tego więzienia. Proszę.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of a story through darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, sir. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic.
Ale przekłamane.
The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice though.
To jest taki przyszły, jak to powiedzieć, nie cicho.
What the hell was that about, Al?
będę pomijał. Kim jest Max?
What an airhead.
The visitor center is the hub of Elderwood National Park area. It's a place where you can get information about the local wildlife, directions if you are going out hiking in the forest, or keys if you are renting one of the cabins in the area. It also has a nice cafeteria which looks out into the forest. It's a bright and beautiful place to stop for a while and have a cup of coffee, but it's also filled with lots of stuffed animals and mammoth skeletons and so forth. So it's not really a place that you want to visit at night, which is what you will be doing.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Kim jest Max? Może chodzi tu o Maxa Payne'a? Ale wątpię sobie, bo w tej grze to nie... Mogę tutaj przeczytać. Oczywiście sobie raz spróbować przeczytać. A my lecimy dalej sobie nie przedłużać. Jeszcze tutaj pobiegnijmy, jak mamy okazję poeksplorować. Oczywiście jest tam. Stanę tylko tu.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You're at Cabot's.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Dr. Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers.
Max here got his wood caught in a trap.
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you try to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Okej. Zanieśmy mu ten formularz.
I think this is the form you wanted. And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went into thin air.
Otwórzmy drzwi.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. You said to come alone. Okay. Understand. My best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. I'll do what to do to help, and I'll do it. You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Barry's a very fun character to write, and frankly, a big part of that is Fred Berman, who does Barry's voice. And he's a cool guy because it doesn't matter how stupid the thing I write is, he actually always makes it sound good. He would just always find the right tone for Barry and sort of make him human even though he's saying something completely idiotic. Barry's a clown, of course, and you could call him a greedy little weasel and you wouldn't be far off from the truth. But at the same time, he's a loyal friend and he's smarter than he lets on. And, he's got the flaming eye of Mordor, so, that goes a long way.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold it out before you.
I'll be with you upstairs. Just the way out. The door now.
Podniesiona.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare the hell, and they had Alice.
No to jeszcze pojechaliśmy. Chodźmy tu. Może coś tutaj będzie.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like? My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever see the man.
Chodźmy, bo... Coś... Okej. Co tu jest? Co się dzieje? Aha, tylko mam pistolet. Myślałem, że jakoś... Jest!
Whatever did this couldn't be R. I should have found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Good boy.
Włącz światło, okej. To szukamy włącznika światła.
Well, right now Rusty's still alive, but you know that's not gonna last for long. He's a couple of minutes away from being turned into one of the Taken.
You know, and we worked on Taken for a long while, and when we initially started to build the concept, the basis was on serial killers from comics and movies.
Right.
We wanted to almost seem like immortal enemies, and they always turn up when you least expect them.
Yeah, and they seem kind of mindless. Well, that's because the Dark Prince just sort of strips everything away from them. It just leaves this empty shell and fills in the darkness and sort of throws them at you. They're really about aggression, and they don't really do subtle.
And that's exactly why we love the melee weapons, right? And we actually considered giving them firearms at one point. But when we tried that, I think it took away something from the unique feel of combat. That
because we got one to come at you.
Yeah, they need to be aggressive, right? And I think melee weapons also represent something old and mythical what the Dark Prince is. The light, which is more than executions.
Yeah, and of course you probably know that they keep on babbling all the time. Well, you have a player here. That was actually kind of an experiment because we just wrote out of we were talking in the beginning, and when we got the lines back from the output, it was creepy as hell. So we, of course, decided we're gonna have more of this stuff, and we just wrote more of it in.
Yeah, exactly. Just excellent. Something had torn a man-sized hole.
Zabili go.
Please don't feed the animals.
Who's yourself, Bart? License! Obey! Two bears and wolves never approach any other. Look closer than 25 yards. That's must be. To remove any watchers or historical. This includes even.
Nareszcie. Ostatnią baterię wkładam. Uciekajmy. O, możemy wejść.
The Elderwood National Park sits in the middle of the dark and majestic Elderwood Forest. It's a place that features bare sun-bathed mountainsides and tall redwood forests and temperate rainforests and marshlands. Despite some hiking trails and friendly signs, it's nevertheless a wild place like nature is, and you shouldn't venture out too far into it after dusk. This place is inspired by the many beautiful nature preservation parks that are a staple of Pacific Northwest. And as we do like to throw the player out into the forest a lot at night time, this location really is in the essence of our gameplay.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Muszę się przyzwyczaić do tego logowania. Przed tym dużym to lepiej uciekać. czasami oni znowu nie przyjdą. Nie mam do nikogo pomóc. Lecimy dalej. Żarty się robicie. No wiecie, uciec do światła. Bo światło przecież nas chroni. Mała, potem dużo bączy, duży robi zamach, potem atakuje, a te małe rzucają, rzucają. Będę trochę się tutaj męczył. Za dużo ich. Na pierwszy raz to grałem, to jakoś tak łatwe tu było, a teraz ciężkie. Ej, na przykład teraz ja zrobię jak się robi? Co to ma być? Robię... Zapomniałem tym razem zrobić płynnik. lecimy. Nie mam amunicji, że zawróciłem do światła, żebym mógł wziąć amunicję do broni. A i tak nie było. Tam polecieć. Całym miesiącem tam polecieć, a mnie zabili. Zobaczmy, że to już drugi raz, któryś kolejny już drugi raz to oglądać. Teraz sam, że jak już, że no wiecie, przyslizgnąć, że... Czekajcie, muszę jakoś... Co trzeba zrobić? Dostałem. Spróbujcie sobie przeczytajcie, a zobaczcie, co jest na prawej stronie. Ktoś jest zamieszany. Co to miało być? A tęby, tak. Mi się pomyliło, co tam powiedz, przebieg, no powiedz. Se zaczekamy. Możecie w tym momencie zostawić łapkę w górę i subskrypcję. subskrypcję z dzwoneczkiem i komentarz. Co to? O matko, tylko nie oni. Okay.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I got a gun. Just keep that light steady.
I love this scene. This is where we show the handheld flare for the first time. It's a really effective defensive weapon. It pushes the closest enemies away, drains their shields, and actually makes them retreat. It's really useful when many enemies are attacking at the same time. We also have a twist on gameplay. We actually take away your gun, and you need to rely on mod to be able to survive. You need to use the flashlight to keep the enemies away and stay close to mod.
From the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Niepotrzebnie coś marnowałem te.
Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Ale to...
Oh, you're feeling better now, Wade. All cozy and safe.
Better get ready.
Oddawaj mi pistolet. Dlaczego mi nie chcesz oddać pistoletu?
This is it, Wade.
Witam przy ciebie. O, to ja rozumiem. Ale tak poproszę pistolet.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
Taki duet jak... Nie będę się wypowiedział.
Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
Naprawdę bardzo fajne. Osiągnięto
He
punkt
had a house, and
zapisu.
he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out.
Shaping this area of dark foggy forest into playable area has been challenging. We wanted to give the player the impression of being lost without making the navigation ever annoying. Also, we noticed that the journey has been quite long through the national park and many players wanted to pick up the pace this far. This basically meant that we did have to close off some of the branches we originally thought would be great to explore here.
Dobrze. Jak osiągnięto punkt zapisu, to dziękuję za oglądanie, trzymajcie się, no i na razie pamiętajcie, subskrybujcie kanał, dostawcie łapkę w górę, no i widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku serii Nowych Remastered. Pa pa!